What is our goal? So again, this is a life science session. So of course we work in biomedical sciences. We understand. So what we see is that at the present, both basic fundamental scientists and doctors, so like physicians working in different areas, and really to work together in a very interdisciplinary way to try to really achieve the best for patient care. And so our goal is to train really the future leaders in biomedical research and precision medicine that I'm sure many of you have heard about. So what is SEMES, why it is this important? It's simply because this school of doctorate is new in its present form, but it's been working for more than 10 years already with the sort of like embryonal form of doctorate of national interest, because thanks to this school, we launched several years ago a program that at the time was involving two universities, the University of Milan and the University of Naples, and 5 research institutes. And again, this connection with the top research centers in Italy is very important. It was important for the past and it will be important for the future. The 5 institutes are the European Institute of Oncology in Milan, the IFOM Institute of Molecular Oncology of IARC in Milan, the Center for Genomic Sciences of the Italian Institute of Technology, again in Milan, and the Teleton Institute, TGEM, of Genetics and Medicine in Naples, and the Change in Naples. So this means that we already have some experience in a program that involves different universities and several research centers. We have like an average of 300 applicants per year, and of this, the majority of the applicants are foreigners, even if in the currently enrolled PhD students are mainly of a national provenience. We have around 30 to 40 positions per year, and in the total, we enrolled more than 600 PhD students in these past years. Most of them have a good outcome of their research that is testified from the fact that approximately 1 out of 5 to 6 is a principal investigator in several different research institutions, both in Italy, in Europe, and even outside of Europe. You see MD Anderson Cancer Center as an example. So given the fact that, again, this idea was much better developed with this idea of doctorate of national interest, we expanded this concept to this systems medicine program. And so from 2 universities, now we have 6 cities and 7 universities that are listed here. So we have Trento, Rome, Turin, and Bari, in addition to Milan and Naples, and the Humanitas University in addition to the University of Milan. And from the 5 research institutes, we moved to 8, with addition to the Human Technopole, the Italian Institute of Genomic Medicine, and the National Institute of Molecular Genetics. So we have 8 research institutes. And so what do we share? Again, a common educational model that, of course, is mainly implemented at local sites, meaning that the student that is associated with one of these sites does most of that his or her work over there. But there is a tremendous complementarity, cross-feeding, and synergy between the sites that has been already experienced in the past. Our course has a duration of 4 years, plus 1 optional year, so it's longer than most of the other courses. It's organized into areas based on the science areas of excellence of the different institutions. The students and the PIs work together in the process, even in terms of some aspects of organization of the life of the PhD program. So the students are actively involved in selecting and inviting the speakers and managing so invited speakers, seminars, summer schools, and everything else. And the process is based on a strong selection process at the beginning. So it's a success rate of around 10–15%. And then intensive tutoring and monitoring. So we have a thesis committee that does both the direct supervisor, an internal and external co-supervisor, and even additional tutors if needed. This team, as in many other doctorate schools, help the supervisor and the student to make the process of their of the PhD the smoothest possible, and helps to suggest solutions, to again help to solve criticalities and so on. We have we have several courses, seminars, but we give ample freedom to students to choose together, of course, with the help of their supervising team, a tailored education plan. So we are trying to reduce at the minimum the fixed courses, and these are complemented by, again, a lot of seminars, roundtables, and meeting with the students. And again, this was a very fast description, but to give also space to the other colleagues. And we'll talk to you later, and these are the websites of our school. And with this, I stop immediately sharing, and then I give to Professor Odone the possibility to present her School of Doctorate.
Yes. Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here. I see there are some potential candidates connected to the room. Given that we have a short amount of time, feel free to type the questions you might have in the chat, or raise your hand so that we can answer your questions. I'm here to present the
Anch'io vedo Anna in muto.
Adesso sentite? Just confirm me that you're here and see the slide.
Io la sento, ma non vedo le slide. Sono Davide Giresi dalla CRUI. Ma che è successo qui, no?
Buongiorno, sono Elia Smaccioni da Cagliari. Secondo me è connessa 2 volte la collega Odone. Dovresti chiudere una delle... Io la vedo 2 volte. Questo spiegherebbe anche l'eco.
Credo si stia uscendo e rientrando.
study because it builds on the 5 research nodes of INFACT aimed overall at developing
Okay, seems that we are having some technical problems. So we are hosted in Rome at the meeting at the Fondazione CRUI that have been very kind in hosting us. But there are some technical glitches that I don't know. So you are so connected. Can you hear and see us now? Sorry, speak up. Don't worry. Open the microphone because it seems that we lost the connection during the description of the school by Professor Essa Odone.
Yeah, we are hearing.
And you lost the connection at some point with Professor Odone?
We completely missed their presentation.
Okay. Well, maybe I think briefly we can sum up what you have been saying so far, right? Because there was to do it
again. The third time.
So can't you use the same laptop that Professor Minucci is using for all your presentations, since you're all sitting in the same room? Because
of course we can, but it seems that we have technical problems that are beyond our.
Oh, now you're on mute again.
Yeah.
I was saying that we do apologize on behalf of the CRUI for the technical inconvenience. I don't think there's any sense in repeating the presentation of our doctoral program for the third time. I think I will just give the floor to my colleagues and we will share the presentation that we have prepared.
Or you can make 5 minutes again. We have time.
Yes, very briefly and without slides. The program that we are proposing is a new national PhD program on One Health approaches to infectious diseases and life science research. This is part of a big project funded under the National Plans for Recovery and Resilience. It is open to candidates interested in a wide range of disciplines ranging from biomedical sciences, veterinary medicine, preventive medicine, but also technical disciplines including epidemiology, statistics, mathematics, mathematical modeling, environmental sciences, and social sciences. These two include what we call the One Health approach to emerging health threats and public health priorities. Application will be open from June the 13th, with the program starting most likely by November the 1st this year. On slides, we have links to the new websites, to the contents and contacts, and you can also find information on the program on the website of the National Coordination for PhDs that was presented today, and I'm here to answer any questions you might have. Fingers crossed that we won't have any other technical issues, and thank you very much for your attention.
Right, all. It's my turn now. So I'm the coordinator of theoretical and applied neuroscience. That is another one of these national programs. I just dropped into the chat the link to my university that is coordinating the whole thing, so you can take a note and that you can browse the web and get more informations on this program. I'll also write down my email in the chat in a couple of minutes, so you can also take a note of my email. Having said this, for those of you that are interested in neuroscience, we established this national program with 20 universities plus 3 major research centers in Italy. And the idea is to cover major research areas linked to neuroscience. We have 4 curricula. One is in computational neuroscience. Another one is in neuroscience and humanities. Another one is in preclinical and clinical neuroscience. And finally, we have another curricula in cognitive neuroscience. Last year, we have provided 54 fellowships. This year, we plan to cover more or less the same number of fellowships in the different domains. We recruit students from various with various backgrounds from, of course, medicine, biology, physics, psychology, but also sociology or philosophy, as we had last year. This because neuroscience is a very intertwined research domain, and the concept is to build a very multidisciplinary environment all around the basic principles of neuroscience. And with this, I think I've given the basic informations, and I'll drop my email so you can reach me. Thank you. Thank you.
And right now there should be the 4th short presentation by Professoressa Gimignano. I don't know if you are connected, Francesca, and if you want to say a few words for your doctorate. I don't know again if you are available. So from the doctorate of Pubblica Amministrazione e Innovazione per la Disabilità e l'Inclusione Sociale. We have listed if not, I think so. If Professoressa Gimignano is not present, and there is nobody else from her doctorate, or if she has been also listed in another room and so she's talking in another room. So I think we can start asking your questions. So whenever you can raise your hand, actually I'll try to put it in a way that, or depending on who is going to ask. So you can raise your hand, so don't put in the chat because it's quite cumbersome the way we are organized to start reading in the chat. So raise your hand, the electronic hand, and so then start speaking if possible, and we will try to answer to your questions. Okay. Don't be shy. Don't worry.
Or simply speak up.
Yeah, or even without, if you don't know how to raise your hand in Teams, just talk.
Just
so, yeah. Don't see him. Okay. We have somebody. Please.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for your presentation. I'm thinking about the application for system medicine, for the PhD in system medicine, and I would like to know if it is possible to do some clinical activity, because I am a medical oncology resident, some clinical activity while performing the PhD.
Yeah, well, in the past years, we have activated a number also of PhD and specialization mixed, so like a program. So I don't know if you are in a specialty course or so you're enrolled in a specialty course, because in this case, yes, there is already like a process that is in place to spend part of the time in the research lab, like 1 or 2 years in the lab, and so to have like a global program, like where you can complete your specialty and have additional time for performing and the PhD, and vice versa. This is like more technical question. So definitely the answer is yes, but maybe you can contact me and I will put in touch with the administration of the school that can give you more information about this.
Okay, thank you.
We are waiting for any additional questions. And again, you are not forced to ask questions. So if you don't have questions, I don't know if Anna or Roberto have other points, or again, of course, we can. Okay, there is another question, please.
Yeah, just a quick question. It's a general one, actually. I'm also interested in the systems medicine PhD, but I've been out of the university and the research lab for more than 15 years now. So are you, let's say, willing and open to consider such candidates, considering the stringent selection process that you mentioned in the beginning of your talk?
Okay, of course, it's not usual, but in the past, I mentioned that the program is old. So we had one case of a person that was enrolled at a relatively late age. So that is, so again, there is no prejudice against, okay. Of course, as I mentioned, the process is quite stringent, as in all of these new national interest doctorate schools. There are many positions, but there are also many applicants. So I cannot tell you that there will be for sure no, but clearly you have to work very hard to so clearly it's not seen as an added value, because of course the aim of these schools is to form young generation, and so maybe your age is not so young anymore, but again, if you want to try and let's see, good luck.
May I probably add something in a very broad general sense, that probably one of the advantage of applying for these national programs is that this opens to the possibility of having a more integrated education that is offered from colleagues of various universities that are expert in their own field, and also the possibility of traveling from lab to lab, to move from lab to lab, if there are some common research programs. And also, I think all these national programs have a number of activities that are scattered throughout the years, like workshop, summer schools, and seminars that help you to get together and to meet in person and to establish a network of collaboration on your own that in the future will serve you for, for your career, which I think is extremely important. And at least in my case, has been one of the reasons why in the long run, I have been able to become a researcher. And this is common to all these national programs. And on top of this, I think this is also not trivial. You might have a bunch of money, about 10,000 euro, that you can spend for your education and research. So, and this will allow you to participate and to attend seminars and to participate to conferences. So, decide to do your little research, of course, in collaboration with your supervisor and, of course, the research team you are working with. if you have any other question, I think we are happy to answer for the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. You a few more seconds to think about it, then it means that you made your mind.
Morning to everyone. I was wondering if it was possible to have the link for the doctorate in one of health approaches to infectious disease and the life science research. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, we will send and potentially here in the chat. Again, we are sorry for the inconvenience, and I'm realizing that nobody heard the presentations, which is a shame. But I would encourage having questions. I mean, now we have some time to answer questions. If you have, meanwhile, I will share the link to the websites in the chat.
I think you can drop the link there so they can access the information. No, glielo scrivo direttamente dal tuo computer, mettilo nella chat. Non si collega per me.
Devo scrivere.
Dove lo metti?
Mettilo qua.
Sorry, guys, we lost you again. There was again a problem connection. Professor Odone is writing the link to the school on the chat. So, and again, sorry for the difficulties in the connection, but I hope that at least you got some hints about what these doctorate schools do. What are their goals and how they are organized. Then we invite you to really visit the websites, contact the people at our offices and ask for further information. And do we have other questions? If you don't have other questions, I think we can just say goodbye. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your patience also. And there is a question. No.
I think it's Georgia that rose hand.
So Georgia, was your hand from the question above, or you have another question? No, I see Roberto.
No, it's me.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. So guys, again, thanks to all of you, and hope to have
they want to also have the link for system medicine.
Okay, I will also put the link in the chat.
And you can maybe say that we will share the presentations with the people.
Yeah.
I already included the email for system medicine.
Okay.
Hi, Saverio.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you again. and bye-bye. So we'll put everything that we can on the various chats, and again, contact us at the websites. Good luck for the candidates with your future career anyway, whatever you choose, here or elsewhere. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.